Hello. All right, we're gonna do a house cleansing today. So in this video, we're gonna go over really quick just some ways to tell when your house needs to be energetically or spiritually cleansed. And then I'm gonna share with you just some little tips on what we're about to do. And then I'm gonna show you a fun little video of some different ways to energetically and spiritually cleanse your home. So before we jump into it, let's talk about how you can tell when your home needs to be cleansed. So ideally, like every day, you should be doing some sort of cleansing for your home, whether it be smoke cleansing, putting oils in a diffuser, cracking a window for like a few minutes just to let some fresh air in and stagnant air out. Sound cleansing, I don't know if I already said that, which could just be like ringing a bell in different rooms, clapping your hands and telling negative energy to get the hell out of your house. There's just, several different things like that you can do every day in your home to just kind of keep it fresh and clean. I also like to I have a spray with some water, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and essential oils that are good for cleansing. I use a blend called On Guard from doTERRA. You can also use clove, lemon, whatever kind of cleansing, purifying oils you like. Juniper berry would be a good oil to put in there. And I like to spritz my furniture and kind of just spritz the carpet in my room every day to just kind of keep that energy fresh. So those are some ways that you can just daily keep your home cleansed and good energy. But then there are times, usually maybe like 4 times a year, so each new season you could do like a really deep cleansing, which I'm going to share some of those ways in this video, so I'm not going to get into it right now, but it would be more of just a deep cleansing to really get all the energetic gunk out of your house. Another time to really do kind of more of a deeper cleansing is these following ways. So if you're finding that you're really tired when you're at home a lot of the time, like especially when you leave your house, you find that you have more energy and motivation, but then when you come home, you feel really tired and just not quite as motivated or productive. That could be a sign that the energy in your home needs to be cleared or cleansed. Another way is maybe you're just more grumpy. Like again, when you're out of your house, you feel a little more happy. You're not as like short-tempered or irritated, but then when you come home, you feel more sad or more irritated or just annoyed about things, more cranky. That could be a sign that you really need to do a deeper cleanse on your house. Another way is when you don't feel like leaving your home. And now this is different for us introverts because I'm a major introvert. I like being at home, but there's a difference between enjoying being at home and feeling happy and content and relaxed and feeling good in your space versus not wanting to leave your house because you feel almost stuck in your home. Like it's almost like you feel like you can't leave your house. And even when you're gone, it's almost like, I just want to go home because you just feel like you need to be there versus you want to be there. So I hope that clears some stuff up. I did a short video of this over on TikTok and I had a couple introverts talk about that or ask about that. So there's a difference between wanting to be home and feeling good when you're at home versus feeling like you need to be at home and feeling drained and kind of just down when you are home. So those are some ways that you can know that like, all right, I need to cleanse my house. All right, so we'll jump into the kind of instructional video here in just a moment. Please know though that these are not the only ways to cleanse a home. These are not, these are ways that I found that work for me and that I like to do. You don't need to do all of these steps either. Like you could just take a couple of these that really resonate with you and apply it to your own home. And again, these are the things that I'm going to show you in the video. These aren't things I'm doing every day or even weekly, but you might do a cleansing and then realize like a week later, like, okay, there's still some residual stuff here. Let me clear that out. But this is kind of a lot of steps to do, I think, like every day, maybe once a week if you really want to do it, but at least just like 4 times a year, these steps are good. So again, there's plenty of ways to cleanse a home and to energetically even protect your home. There's a lot of different ways. These are just some of the ways, and you don't need to do all of these steps at one time if you don't want to. So, all right, I guess let's just get right into it. Before you energetically cleanse your home, you want to make sure you yourself are cleansed and in a good headspace and feeling grounded. So you might find it helpful to take a purifying shower beforehand. So take a shower and just imagine as the water is coming down that a golden, white, silvery, purifying light is washing over you, and all of the gunk and the old energy that you no longer want is washing down the drain. That is one of the easiest spiritual cleansing showers that you can possibly take. And that's a good way to shower like every day as well. So that would be a good step to do first. You don't necessarily need to do that step, but it's good. Grounding yourself. So you can just stand there and take like 15, 20 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just feel your energy grounding and connecting to the earth. You could literally go outside as well and put your feet on the ground and do some breathing that way to center your energy. And that's good before you get started. All right, so this will be step 1 is open your windows. So we're going to make some sun water, which is literally just putting some water into a jar and leaving it out in the sun for like 30 minutes or an hour. This will just infuse the water with the energy of the sun, which is very positive and uplifting and joyful and just the type of energy that we would like to have in our homes. You could also add crystals at this point if you want, like some clear quartz, or set some sunstone on top of it, maybe even amethyst. You could also set like a protective crystal into there as well, like some black onyx or what have you. Some people like to even get fancy and add some herbs at this point, like rosemary or thyme would be good. You could also add essential oils if you want. So you're going to take that sun water that you have created and you're going to add it to the water of your mop bucket. You can fill up your bucket with mostly just normal water and then add some of the sun water. You do, for one of the next steps, want to save some of the sun water. So make sure that you have enough to fill like a small bowl with, because you're going to want to have access to that later. Then you want to add some Florida water, or again, you could add some herbs or essential oils at this point if you would like. This is just another extra step to cleanse out any negative or unwanted energy and help to just bring in that good energy. And then you are going to add some salt. Regular table salt is okay. You can do Himalayan salt, sea salt. Salt is just very purifying, very protective, very cleansing, and it's really good to add to your floor wash. After you mop your floors, you're going to go around your house and do some form of sound cleansing. So whether this is ringing a bell or clapping your hands or using a singing bowl, banging pots and pans together. If you have little kids, this is a fun step for them to join in with you. But you want to go into every room of your house and go around the perimeter of the room, making sure to get into the corners. Sound is just, it's a vibration, it's an energy, and it just helps to break up any stagnant old energy and kind of like force energy to start to move and to leave your dwelling. You could even, sing, chant, whatever. Then you're going to use some sort of incense or smoke cleansing. You can burn sage if you want, or you can burn rosemary, thyme. Here I am burning on a charcoal disc. I'm burning some dragon's blood resin, which is super duper powerful at getting rid of negative entities, negative energy. It's really good. So you can burn some resin, frankincense, myrrh. Those are also good resins to burn. After I went through every room of my house with this incense mixture, I then burned some copal resin, because copal is also very protective, but it's also a very loving energy, which I wanted to bring back into my home. And here's where you'll be using that sun water again with my very dry winter hands. Yikes. But you will dip your fingers into this sun water and you're just going to sprinkle it at all of the entrances to your home. So all of the doors, all of the windows. And this just helps to protect that energy, because energy is always coming and going from our windows, from our doors. And you could even do the doors to your bedrooms if you want, but definitely the windows and doors to the outside world you want to do. You could also, if you have some fresh rosemary or fresh thyme, you could dip that into the water and use that to kind of fling the water onto the doors. And finally, I did want to mention, if you cannot use smoke, maybe you have asthma or something, or you just can't burn, have smoke in your house, you can use diffusers. Just fill the diffuser with different kinds of protective cleansing oils. You would want to run the diffuser in every single room of your house though, so that could get time consuming. And here I then am finishing off with spraying all of my furniture and all of the rooms of my house with a mixture of water, alcohol, and cleansing essential oils. I think I have like juniper berry in there. And here's just me enjoying the breath of fresh air. After doing all of this, or even just one of these things, you should really, really feel that lightness, that positive energy, that good energy. Depending on how funky the energy is in your house, you might have to do this a few times. But I hope this